Yeah, brother, this is it. So, cameras are rolling, dog. So, welcome to the official ET podcast, my brother.
Podcast.
Yeah, man, those are my initials.
All right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, those are my initials. So, welcome, brother.
Thanks, man. This is
cool,
man.
Yeah, it is.
I've been wanting to do a podcast. I've been wanting to create my own podcast. You know, and this is like to actually.
Really? So you've wanted to like get into it?
Yeah, I read a book about it. Like.
No shit.
It gives you like notes.
Okay.
You know, like.
Make sure you're talking into the microphone. You can pull it closer if you need to.
Like it gives you notes of how to do a structured setup.
Okay.
Let's say when you have people.
Okay.
I'll give you full detail.
Like steps on how to go about doing that shit.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
I read it. It was. I'm not a big reader, but you know, I do listen to a lot of podcasts. You know,
that counts, dude.
Yeah.
I think because I think podcasts today give a lot of information.
Oh yeah.
You know that essentially you're not gonna really get. And those people are like pretty educated, if you listen to Joe Rogan or the guys he has on it, right?
Yeah.
And he reads tons of fucking books.
Yeah.
So he puts the information out there, people listen to it, it's like they're kind of just receiving the highlights of that book,
sure,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of cool.
When it comes to Joe Rogan, like you just said, like the people he's had in there or future people that he might have in there, it's just is unique.
Yeah,
it's something that.
Do you listen to him?
I listen to him.
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to like the Spotify ones, but I've seen clips that he puts on YouTube.
Yeah, like highlights of what he's talking about.
I don't know, like I haven't really after he went to Spotify. I don't know.
Yeah, it's different. People got kind of a change of heart on his whatever. Yeah.
Like it's not the same like he was when he was with YouTube. So.
And he doesn't put his shit up on YouTube anymore like he used to?
No, not the videos.
Okay.
But he puts like clips.
Okay.
He puts clips on it, yeah.
Well, Spotify's like $12 a month, dude.
Yeah. Well, I have it free.
Yeah.
But it's like I haven't got to it.
I gotcha. So how do you listen to your podcast?
I have SoundCloud.
Okay. I didn't know SoundCloud had podcasts.
Yeah. SoundCloud.
Yeah.
It has SoundCloud. The ones I watch it, YouTube, I watch the Fighter and the Kid.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah. Theo Von and shit. Do you listen to Theo Von's podcast?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, me too.
This past weekend,
he's so funny, dude. Dude, that motherfucker, he just listening to the guy talk.
Yeah.
He just fucking crack you up.
I remember there was this episode he did with Brendan Schaub. It's called The King and the Sting.
Yeah. That's another. Yeah, I used to listen to that.
They had a chick as a guest.
Okay.
They call it the Urban Seat.
Okay. That's crazy. I never saw them have a guest on there.
Oh really? Yeah. Well, that's what the particular seat is called. The Urban Seat.
Okay. Yeah.
And they invited this chick, Hispanic chick, because they wanted something. I guess some different ethnicity.
Was she like ghetto?
No, she was like little chola.
Okay, yeah.
You could kind of say kind of ghetto, hood ghetto.
Did she have like hoops and shit?
She had so she had like the whole makeup works.
Yeah.
The chola attire.
Oh yeah.
And she was showing her tattoos, and she was showing one she had her butt cheek.
Oh okay.
So she pulled her pants down.
Oh.
Showing to.
Oh hell yeah, that's fucking.
To. What's her name that works with them?
The black dude?
No, the
Asian guy?
The Filipino chick.
Oh,
the little one.
Okay, the little girl. Cat. Yeah. Oh, she's Filipino?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah. I'm racist as fuck. I thought she was like Chinese or something, or Vietnamese or something like that.
No, she's Vietnamese.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. That's why I was like, she's not dark enough to be Filipino, guy.
No, she's Vietnamese.
Yeah.
So she pulls her pants down, and you see, her butt cheeks are facing Theo Von's, and he's like, damn.
They showed it on camera?
Yeah, showed it on camera.
That's hilarious.
And when you see Brandon Shaw's reaction, he's like,
oh, he's married and shit.
I don't think you should have said it like that, but, if you see something, gorgeous, you're going to be like, oh, shit, oh, damn.
Yeah, right, of course. It's going to get you, kind of excited. Hell yeah, dude.
Because it's a unexpected reaction.
Yeah.
So you're going to react in a way you think you're not thinking or saying it out loud, but you're going to say it.
Yeah, and I mean, I suppose when you have like a female on a show or something, you're not gonna expect her to get fucking naked. You're not gonna expect her to like pull her fucking shorts down and shit.
Yeah, because apparently the chick, she used to be a stripper.
Okay.
Or she still does it. I don't know. So.
Theo Von had a prostitute on his past weekend.
No.
Yeah, he had a hooker on there, dude. He called her a sex worker though. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, he wants to make it professional, sound professional.
Dude, he's just so funny in that way. Like when he talks about people fucking, he's like they're doing sex. You know, he's funny.
Well, see, the thing with him, he tries not to like curse a lot.
Yeah, right. He's like a man at times.
Yeah.
All this shit, whatever.
Because he used to be a porn addict.
Yeah, so. He's okay. Well, he's an addict just all around. Yeah, Theo Von's a fucking addict all around. He's so funny though. I love listening. I've gone back to like his first episodes, because he only puts an episode out a week.
Yeah. Yes,
so I'm like going back to like because I'm like I want to listen to more of his shit.
For sure.
But I've scrolled down so fucking far already on his page. It's like I gotta start from the bottom. You know what I mean?
I do that with a friend of mine, Martin Moreno. He's a known comic.
Okay.
He used to work with
Mexican comic?
Yeah.
Okay.
He used to work with he still works with Fluffy.
Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah.
So he created a podcast.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna roll one.
You're good, man. You're good.
You don't smoke, right? Cigarettes? Yeah. You do?
I do.
Do you want one?
Sure, I'll take one.
Okay. Do you know how to roll? Do you want to roll your own, or you want me to roll one for you?
I'm the guest. You be the professional.
Okay. I'm gonna get slobbery with it, guy. My tongue's gonna be on.
That's alright. You'll be official.
Yeah, there you go. I'll father you in, son. Okay, so this dude Moreno.
Oh, so Martin Moreno,
right?
Yeah. Well, he has a podcast with his son Hooter.
Okay, his son's name is Hooter.
His nickname. His name is Martin Moreno Jr.
Okay,
but they nicknamed him Hooter.
Why did they nickname him?
I don't know. Everybody.
Do they know there's a restaurant called Hooters that exploits women's breasts?
Yeah.
Okay.
And with
So the podcast, yes.
So the podcast. Oh yeah. So the podcast. So yeah, he has a podcast with him. With his son. And where was it going with this? Oh my god.
Yeah, what were you trying to tell me about the podcast and Moreno? Oh, you go. I was talking about how I go backwards with.
Oh yeah. So with their podcast, I do the same thing. Like
Oh okay.
They're like already almost at their 300 episode almost.
So that's a year. That's a year of episodes, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's what's up.
There's times that I start from the beginning. What? Let me, because they've come a long way. From the podcast.
You wanna see the first couple episodes.
Yeah, because in the beginning they didn't know what to name the podcast.
Okay.
And their podcast is called the Yo Podcast.
The Yo. Okay, mm-hmm. That's kind of funny. There you go, brother.
Thank you, man. And they were trying to call it the Purple Elephant. In the beginning.
Like in Mexican? I mean in Spanish?
No, like that in English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Purple Elephant.
The Purple Elephant. That'd be kind of a cool name, though.
It is.
It's kind of funny.
So they had like a couple names from the, like they couldn't make up their mind like what to use.
And now this is a Hispanic comedian?
Yes.
This guy? Okay.
Martin Moreno.
Okay. So
and his son does that too. He's also a comedian too.
So that'd be appropriate, the Purple Elephant.
Oh yeah.
It's comedic.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because most people that have podcasts, they have a set, let's say a whole structure of how to do the podcast.
Right, and that's what was going to be my next question. What do they like talk about? Is this just comedy? Like they're
just comedy shit through what happens in their life.
Okay.
Especially his son Hooter, he talks a lot about his kids.
Okay.
Okay. So he talks about like how destructive they are.
Oh.
One of his son in particular, he made a hole on the wall.
Now, he's talking about his own kids or his grandkids?
His own kids.
Oh, his own kids.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, that's funny. So he's talking about how destructive they are.
Yeah, man.
Deviants and all this shit. Yeah, man. That's hilarious, bro. You don't have any kids, do you?
Nah. Not yet.
Yeah, me neither, brher.
Eventually, it'll happen.
I'm not really, I'm not really, I feel like we're too young, dude. I just feel like
well, you're younger.
I'm younger than you. Yeah, I'm 32.
I'm 36.
You're 36.
Shit.
That's dope shit, though. Here you go, brother. the fan's going, so you're gonna want to act like you're, you know, in the wing, so you gotta cover it up and all that shit. Yeah, but so talking about podcasts, I know we were talking the other day, and you were saying how you listen to like an IPA podcast. So that's kind of like your thing. Like you're really into IPAs.
Well, I'm mainly to stouts.
Okay.
But IPAs are like, you know, my to-go beers too. You know.
How did you tell me a little bit about like how you got into, you know, stouts and IPAs and kind of like your interest in it?
When I started working for Whole Foods,
okay,
I used to work in the cheese department.
Okay.
So when it comes by the cheese department, you have your wines, you have your beer selection, you have your deli meats.
Okay.
You know, so there was times that I would have to set up the beer department. I didn't know nothing about beer. Yeah.
No shit.
All I knew was Modelos and Coronas.
Mm-hmm.
Other than craft beer.
Because you're Mexican, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You know, typical Mexican Modelos or Coronas.
Yeah.
No doubt. Even Tecates.
Okay, yeah, hell yeah. That's that low budget beer, right? That's the low budget cerveza.
That's a broke man's beer right there.
Hell yeah, man. I used to date a girl, she was Mexican, and that's all her parents bought, man.
Yeah,
just cases of Tecate in the refrigerator.
Yeah,
how do you say refrigerator in Spanish?
Refrigerador.
Refrigerador?
Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
That's a big word.
When it comes to Spanish, dude, like my Spanish, they call it pocho, because I'm not like.
Is that slang?
It's a slang for you're not fully like bilingual in Spanish.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, my Spanish is broken.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's that Spanglish.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
That's that American race Spanish. Yeah.
You know, because when you're a kid at home, you speak Spanish, but once you start going to school, they start to speak to you in Spanish and English.
Okay.
So that becomes your second language.
Yeah, right. And you kind of learn it like as you're speaking Spanish, as you're speaking English,
for sure,
mostly, and then you kind of you're speaking
and
Spanish.
And then with your friends too, you know,
right.
Like you talk to them in English, depending, you know, how they speak too, you know, like their Spanish or your street Spanish, you know, which they use different slangs. So
right, and that's that real gutter shit, right?
Yeah, man, that's like the real hood Spanish.
Yeah, you know? That hood shit. Yeah. Okay, well, real quick, we got some IPAs right here, right? And
yes, we
do you know anything about these? This Stone Scorpion Bowl IPA? You know anything?
That one? Oh man, it's been a while since I had that one, but it's like the bitterness is like it's not as strong as would it be like this one I have right here.
Okay.
The regular Stone IPA.
Okay.
The one you have is like a seasonal one, like probably like a year round.
Okay.
So, because I know most craft beer spots, they do seasonal beers.
Now, is this a year-round one?
That's a year one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's crack these bitches open, dude. Get this party started, son.
It's my weekend on the Monday.
Yeah, brother. Hell yeah, shit. All right. Cheers, man. Brother. Cheers.
Get the second swig.
Yeah, you know, I always have to get I always have to double swig, you know, on the first because I really want to kind of profile the flavor.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And because, you know, I think non-beer drinkers, people would kind of agree that all beer kind of tastes the same, right?
True. Especially if you have like I said before, your Mexican beers, your Coronas, Modelos, Tecate, even Budweiser. You see Mexicans drink Budweiser. My dad, he used to drink Budweiser.
Yeah.
That was his thing. You know?
Yeah, Angelique's dad drinks Budweiser.
Oh yeah.
Which is like
he'll be if you meet him for the first time, you take him a 24-pack, he'll love you forever.
Dude, that's how I won Angelique's family over, man. That's how I became best friends with the guy. Because every time I was going over to the house, you know, I was always bringing cases.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I was just like, every time, like, I'd you know, talk to Karen and like, what? I gotta bring something. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get some Budweiser.
Yeah.
Right. So, but But yeah, this.
So okay. you won him over really fast.
Oh, big time, dude. He loved me. He was probably telling Martin every weekend, hey, call Eric over. That was a joke.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. If you bring him beer, of course he's gonna want you every weekend over the house,
Yeah, but he already had like cases on cases at the house, like. Dude,
but it's the thought that counts,
Yeah,
if you bring in a Mexican beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, and I'd be the same way if I'm inviting people to my house and they're bringing liquor. I'm gonna be inviting them over every chance I get.
Oh yeah.
So.
Like I started a tequila bottle collection with my girl.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So the one from tequilas, what I prefer is like the ones that are aged a bit longer, which are the añejos and the reposados. They're aged about a year or two longer.
Okay.
So.
Okay. That's good to know. Yeah.
Because when it comes to the blancos, the white, the clear bottles.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of those.
Yeah, I do prefer the clear tequila more, but I'm more of a clear like liquor drinker. You know what I mean? Sure. Except when it comes to whiskey.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to whiskey, it's got to be dark. Like, do they even make clear whiskey?
They do.
Okay.
It's before they age it in the barrels, so.
Yeah, they put it out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's because that's what gives it like the notes flavors, from like the wood, the charred wood.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
because it comes out clear, and then that's when they do the little aging thing. So.
Yeah. So okay, so you're working at Whole Foods, and then so you start mixing up, organizing the bottles. Right?
Yeah. So I had to learn about wine.
Okay. Oh yeah, that wine knowledge, son.
I'm Mexican, dude. I don't drink no mimosas, no fucking wine.
Yeah, Hispanics don't drink
wine. Dude, nah. We don't do that. And I mean, if you do, which is good, because you're learning, new stuff about wine. But
yeah, it's a very liquor knowledge is very valuable to the Hispanic culture.
For sure, man. So yeah, I had to learn about wines. The differences from a Chardonnay, a Cabernet Sauvignon, all those types.
And you had to learn this so you could organize them.
Yeah, to organize them, to backstock, so you could restock it when it's empty. And then when it came to like the beers, I had to learn about the IPAs. Before I didn't even know what it stand for.
Yeah, yeah, me neither. What does it stand for?
Indian Pale Ale.
Okay. Yeah, and I looked that up too, because to be honest, before me and you had this conversation, I didn't know shit. I didn't know what the fuck IPA stood for.
Yeah, we'll see when you get into the craft beer scene, like that's when you start learning more about the beers, So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, with the liquors, it's amazing how far it's come.
It has come a long way.
With just people making moonshine and just distilling
them. Oh yeah, especially the moonshine back in the day. I'll be watching that show Moonshiners, and just like what they do, like before it was illegal, so it has come, now it's legit.
Now it's legit. Now you get it on the shelf.
Now you get, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it won't be as pure, but it'll still be in the high percentage.
Yeah, it's gonna be all regulated and and all this and that, and but the IPAs I think are special to the beer community, and it's gotten very popular.
Especially like in the summertime, they would do the IPAs and the hazies. Okay. Those are like more. The hazies are more like a citrusy. They have like guava flavor hazy IPAs.
Okay.
And they have what's the other the hazies? And then they have they do like the pineapple flavor. So you have like fruity types, So it gives you like that juicy pop, So.
Oh yeah, that's probably geared towards more of the female demographic, maybe.
Yeah, or just people that are curious.
Yeah.
Want to try something different than from because you have a lot of options when you come to the craft beer scene.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's become incredibly diverse in that sense. Big time. There's so many breweries too that have popped up. just all over the place. I mean, essentially, they're kind of taking over the bar scene in a sense, right?
Oh yeah, especially because they have like the outdoor patio. They have board games.
Yeah, yeah,
they
exactly.
have games. It's more like a family friend type of get together.
Yeah, and then now they're serving food.
Yeah, they do. They have some of them. If they don't have a kitchen, they'll invite like food trucks, or like they do like pop up vendors. So depending on the location. Well, not the location, but the ambience that you want to say. So.
All right. Have you ever thought about like brewing your own beer?
I've been wanting to. I know I've seen a few things. I know Target has like a miniature size to like brew your own beer.
Oh, like a kit.
Like a little kit, yes.
Okay.
And then Amazon has like the bigger ones.
Okay.
You're talking about like $300-$400 right there.
Yeah.
Because it comes with everything you're gonna need to brew your beer. So.
Yeah, I used to work with a guy in Chicago actually that brewed his own beer. He was like experimenting with it, but dude, he was making his fucking IPAs like 9%, alcohol, dude. He was coming out hard, yeah. And he was putting them in the big fucking beer bottles,
the growlers.
Okay, that's what you call
growlers. That's what they call them, yeah.
Probably it's got to be like 20 ounces, probably beer.
That's like a good 4 to 5 cups right there. If it's like the big brown ones, those are the growlers.
Yeah. I was he would bring them to work and shit, and one Christmas, this was like 2011, 2012. It was New Year's Eve actually, but for Christmas, what he did was he brewed some beer, and then he brought them to work as gifts for like the guys, right?
That would be my best friend right there,
dude. So I was younger at the time, right, and I wasn't really into beer so much. I mean, like my liquor knowledge alone was just all over the map. I didn't really give a fuck about.
For sure.
I just drank liquor to fuck up, right? And he brought them, and then at that point, it's like when you don't have any knowledge of beer or IPAs or liquor or anything, when you're drinking it, you're like, this tastes like shit.
For sure.
Kind of,
That's how it is, like when you just know, when you're drinking something, or you see other people drinking, I was like, oh, I wonder how this tastes, Yeah. You get just used to it if you don't get exposed to other type of things, other type of liquor or beers, so.
Yeah, definitely. So he brought them for Christmas to give to us, right? And my bottle, I left it at work, and I ended up taking the overnight shift for New Year's. Okay, so everybody's out partying.
For sure.
I'm working. Dude, I had it in the fucking closet there. Dude, I was drinking it all night. So, yeah, drinking
I would too. Oh, yeah. Everybody was partying it up. I want to party too.
Yeah, dude, whatever. It's New Year's, and believe it or not, everything's kind of slow on New Year's. In the city, really, people think, but I mean, people are out, it's busy and whatever, but like hotels and stuff, they're kind of slow. Because people are out.
For sure.
And then everybody comes back 3, 4 a.m., whatever. So.
Or turn up and shit.
Yeah, tore the fuck up. Tore the fuck up, son. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I kind of was never really into IPAs until actually me and you had the conversation.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and I didn't know what they stood for, the the acronyms and this and that, and it has a pretty far history, right?
Oh, yeah.
Back to like the 1700s.
Yeah.
When it came to the States.
For sure.
From Great Britain.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just read briefly on it. Okay. I don't know too much, but it's kind of wild. I mean, everything in America, essentially, at that time, especially, everything came from Britain.
Oh, yeah, well, because they're big drinkers out there, man.
Oh, yeah. The Europeans, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. So, but, probably that's where the beer came from.
Yeah.
To over here to the States.
Yeah, dude, I mean...
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is, like, whenever you look at history with essentially anything, it always kind of goes back to Great Britain.
For sure.
in relation to American history.
For sure.
Everything's foreign
in
America, you know. Nothing is really
domestic.
Everything's nothing's really domestic, you know. Even the fucking today, like the cars, the technology, everything we get is foreign as fuck, you know.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper to open up a shop out of the state, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, that's why it's kind of funny, you know, when people talk about like, oh, it's American made, American. Yeah. Okay, shut up. You know, all the fucking
look
parts.
Look at the parts.
All the parts come from out of state.
Yeah.
All right. That they're put together. The people in the factories are foreign. Okay, putting that shit together.
For
all right,
sure.
like everything's foreign, guy. You know, like, but yeah, no, these IPAs are interesting too, mainly to me because of the fucking liquor content. You know, the volume, the liquor volume goes up. You know.
Yeah, there's some. I actually tried a IPA. It was 9%.
And now is that the double IPA?
Yeah, it was actually a double IPA. It was from same brewery, Stone Brewery, but it was their anniversary edition for 420.
Is this Stone Brewery one of the bigger brands?
Yeah,
like in the mainstream.
They're based in San Diego. I mean, they have a few breweries out here. I know there's one in Pasadena, but it's converted with. There's a Whole Foods inside of it. I mean, the Stone Brewery is inside the Whole Foods.
Okay.
So they have like a little brewery in there.
This is in Pasadena?
This is in Pasadena.
Oh, okay.
So
it's not far.
It's not.
Do you go out there?
No, I haven't been to that one, but I've seen it. You know.
Yeah.
When usually when there's events at the Rose Bowl.
Okay.
I mean, you take the main street there to go to the Rose Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
you'll see it. You'll see like the big logo outside.
Oh yeah. That's Stone. Mm-hmm. Stone is the brand.
Yeah.
Stone is the brand.
Stone is the brand.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny with this whole like demonized like emblem they have here. Oh, that's it.
It's not this one. No.
Oh, okay.
This is from the Undertaker.
Oh, gotcha.
This is his retirement shirt.
Oh no shit. Okay,
yeah.
The Undertaker. That's funny. I think Joe Rogan had that guy on his podcast.
He did. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I listened to it.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
It was good.
It was a good episode.
Yeah, it was good. Big history in wrestling. You were a wrestling fan?
I'm a fan. I wouldn't say a big fan, but I used to watch it. I actually used to do the backyard wrestling in high school.
Oh, really?
With some friends of mine.
No way.
Yeah, man. I got scars.
Were you big then too? Were you a big dude?
I was in that time. That's when I was I wouldn't say in shape, but I was like stronger because I used to play football.
So that kind of, you know, I don't want to call it an obsession, but just I suppose interest.
Yeah, just learn more about it. Learn more about it. You know?
Well, now it's become more of like an educational, intriguing aspect of gang life and this and that. But obviously, I'm not cut out for that life.
yeah.
But the idea, you know, when I saw Sons of Anarchy, I was like, this is fucking cool. You know, this is cool because it was
the unity in the family there.
Yeah, exactly. Sons of Anarchy, it's a show. It's a Hollywood fucking produced
for sure
project, and it's very Hollywood in the sense that a lot of the shit is not real.
Yeah.
But, you know, I started writing a script for the movie of Sons of Anarchy, continuing because of how much I was intrigued with the lifestyle.
For sure.
Again, that intrigue, I think, is very, you know, like filtered. Okay, like it. If you watch a show or a movie, you know, you get intrigued by it, and you're like, oh wow, that's cool, you know.
Oh yeah.
But there is nothing glorious about gang life in any aspect, right? It's like it's a very cutthroat lifestyle. You're in and out of jail.
It's fast paced too, man.
Fast paced. You got it's survival.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. There you go. I want to get a Harley.
Have you ever owned a bike?
Nah. I know how to ride a bike. My cousins.
You know how to ride a bike?
I know how to ride a bike. A crotch rocket, which I hate.
Okay.
But I would love to get a cruiser. You know, the big hoggers.
the big gliders.
Yeah, man.
The Harley gliders. Yeah, they're fucking sick. They're doing like stunts and shit on them now, dude.
Yeah, I seen some dudes. They do wheelies. I was like, dude, that's a heavy bike. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be doing a wheelie with that.
Well, those guys are extremely experienced, right?
But still, it's a heavier bike than the crotch rocket.
Big time. Big time. I actually spoke about that on my last podcast.
Oh, you did? Oh,
I did, yeah. And I spoke about so when I first moved to LA, I did buy a Harley.
Okay.
I moved to LA in March of 18.
Yeah.
By May, I bought my first Harley. Yeah. It was nice until I crashed it.
Mm.
So I bought it and I crashed it on the same day. It's kind of fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that,
a few hours at the shop, at the dealer.
Literally. The thing is that riding motorcycles is a pretty serious thing, actually. Yeah. People just don't really, you don't really know until you crash it, essentially, really. I couldn't see the patches. Mm-hmm. I couldn't see but I'm like, I bet these guys are Mongols. And I drive, and I'm driving past them. Mm-hmm. And when you look at SOA, they depict these guys as like, oh, brother this, brother that, mm-hmm. right? Real friendly, mm-hmm. this and that, right? But I drove past these guys, and they're staring me down.
Oh, yeah.
And I look at them, and I give them, like, a friendly nod, like, mm-hmm. like how, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to fucking stare you down,
sure. Like,
guy.
You just acknowledge them. Oh,
yeah,
what's up, guys?
Like, what's up, you know? And I drove past them. I parked, and I walk into the restaurant to get the order. Mm-hmm. Dude, the entire time, I'm not joking, I'm not making this up. The entire time from me parking the car, getting out, going to the restaurant, coming out, getting in and leaving, they were staring at me. There was 3 of them. Okay, there's 3 of them, and they would not take their fucking eyes off me.
For
now,
sure.
When I lived in South LA, I was harassed a little bit, and
because you're in a black area, you know.
I'm in a primarily black Hispanic area. Yeah. I'm white.
Yeah.
And I was harassed in a way that they thought I was law enforcement.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
They probably thought you were undercover.
Yeah, they did. They literally called me out. They're like, are you a cop?
Yeah.
Who are you working for? What are you, FBI? What are you, DEA and shit? And I'm like, you guys, I live here, dude. Yeah. I live right there, guy. I'm just a poor motherfucker like you.
They're trying to make it out here, too.
Yeah, motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, man. Well, that's how it is, man.
And when I rolled up on these guys, they were staring me down, dude. I got kind of nervous because I was like, what the fuck are these guys going to start chasing me down on their bikes and what? And, I thought for a second, like, they probably thought I was maybe like an undercover or something. Sure, I don't fucking know, but that just goes to show the fact that in reality, it's nothing like they depict on the screen.
Well, you see all the things that went down with UST, like the students being shot, being carjacked and shot if they don't give up their items,
Yeah, dude, and it's not even just USC kids. I mean, it's all the locals.
Oh, yeah.
Like Koreatown.
Oh, yeah.
Koreatown's bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad, dude. I lived in Koreatown when I first moved to LA, mm-hmm. and that's when I really got exposed to the poverty of LA, mm-hmm. and this and it never really, I was like, okay, well, yeah, this happens. Like, this is
reality. Like, it never hit you like the way you see it now.
Yeah, exactly. And Koreatown, everybody I've known that I've met mm-hmm. that lives in Koreatown, mm-hmm. like, really, has a story of them getting robbed. I'm not joking, dude. Like, every hotel I worked at and everybody I've met that's living in Koreatown has a story about them getting robbed. Mm-hmm. And they're Asians.
Yeah. Well, you have a few gangs out there too.
Oh, dude. I mean, and I don't even know if it's gangs. I think it's just like people that just prey on others.
On the innocent. Yeah. That people, they're just minding their own business and don't expect to get robbed on their way home from work or on the way from work or wherever they're coming from.
Exactly.
You just never know when it's going to happen, or it might happen to you, or you might see it happen to somebody.
Have you ever been a victim to that?
Yeah, I've been robbed at gunpoint.
Really?
Yeah, a few times.
Really?
When I was younger.
What have you been robbed of? Have you had stuff like
Yeah, just like, well, usually my wallet is not noticeable because I'm a big guy. So usually.
Yeah, so you're a big dude. So
Yeah.
even being a big dude, like guys will come up to you.
Yeah, well, because the way I look, when I was younger, before I was all tatted up, I mean, I'm a rock hard down metalhead.
Yeah.
But before I used to wear baggy clothes. I mean, I wasn't gang affiliated, but I did look the part. And I would get banged on. Hey homie, where you from? I was like, homie, I ain't from nowhere. If you know what to say, they'll leave you alone. If you don't know what to say when they're banging on you, then something's gonna happen to you. And usually, like I said, I got robbed a few times. Gunpoint or just by them, and they come at you like, hey homie, what's in your pocket? Or pocket check, homie. So
wow.
You have not if it's 4 against you or another friend that you're with, either you want to take the chance, or you're just gonna let them check your pockets and leave with whatever you have. So.
Well, it could just be one guy with a gun.
Yeah, exactly. But some of them will take it out, some of them won't. They just tell you, hey, I got something. If you don't give it up, something's gonna happen. So.
Now, do you still feel like you kind of walk around with that awareness?
It actually becomes second nature growing up in the neighborhood. But with me, the way I look, people are intimidated by me, even though I'm like this big, fluffy guy, that just minds his own business. But usually somebody will come and test you to see what you're gonna do. But like I said, you're also taking a chance, have to have a weapon or not. So.
Did you, growing up, did you ever feel like you kind of were falling into like this stereotype of kind of maybe being affiliated?
Yeah, because like I said, like the way I dressed, baggy clothes, they thought I was a cholo, typical Mexican, Oh, ahí va el cholo, there goes the gangster right there,
Did you ever at any point in your life kind of have like maybe an urge to be affiliated?
There was a point where I was getting bullied a lot, and I mean I do have friends, like I said, that are affiliated. I mean I don't really, if I see them, like I said, I'll say what's up to them, but not really hang out with them. But there was a point where I did, like, especially where I live, of course you're gonna join the Hispanic gang that's right there, but thanks to my mom, she kept me in line, so I will be from home to school and to school from home, or if I had chores to do, I'll do the chores, but my mom always kept me in line, because I'm the oldest of 3, so I had to be the example.
Hold on one second. Are you done with your beer?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, are we ready for another round?
I'm down for another one.
Okay, cool. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
I mean, it's a Monday, but... Okay, so this is a little different. St. Archer Brewing Company. Okay, so St. Archer is the brand?
Yeah, that's the brand.
Do you know anything about this brand?
That one, not as much. I mean, I rarely drink them. But they're very tasteful. They're really good.
Now,
I will recommend those.
To me, this does kind of go down a level in taste profile. Mm-hmm. It does taste a little more closer to something mainstream that you would taste off the shelf,
for sure,
like a Corona or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
This got 7% alcohol. The one that you're drinking now, so you're drinking the different one, but the one I just had, this is the Stone Scorpion, and this was at 7.5.
So you went down.
So I went down, but still a fairly large alcohol percentage for a beer.
For sure.
Right, the beers they kind of go between 5 and 6%, right?
It all depends.
The mainstream.
The mainstream. Yeah, you go from.
You got the Budweisers.
You got your Modelos. You got what, 4.3.
Yeah.
Same thing with
No, the Modelo's, I think it's a little higher, no?
No?
Okay.
Like they're on the fours.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Coronas, the Budweisers. They're all like at the 4 range.
It gets higher when you look at the German beers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Heineken, I think, is at 6.
No, Heineken, I think they're in the fours, too.
Really? No, I think so. No, man. The Heineken, yeah. Yeah, you can check it out. I think they're at 6 because I remember that every time I have a Heineken, I'm buzzing already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
You're not a drinker, though.
I'm not a heavy drinker.
Yeah.
I like drinking beer because it doesn't hit you like liquor,
I mean, it's just to relax, dude.
Well, but the thing is that I think people make often this mistake of drinking beer and liquor at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a big mistake because
that's a big no-no.
It's a big no-no because one, you're gonna end up with a fucked up hangover, but you're just mixing the fermentation of the yeast, right? You have the beer. It's a very different process than like say a whiskey or a tequila, and I think when that process is mixed, that's when your body gets really fucked up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So. Because I've always noticed that if I drink beer and I'm consistent through the night, what's that?
It's 5%.
5%. Okay, so it's pretty high. It's pretty high.
It's a little bit higher than Modelo.
Considering the mainstream kind of beer line.
For sure.
5% is kind of up there.
For sure.
You got your Bud Lights and your all this like 64 calorie, all this bullshit that's created for like skinny white people.
For the people that are watching the weight.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
well, look at the seltzers, dude. They're coming up.
Oh yeah.
Like the Trulies.
Yeah.
All that sparkling
White Claws
type of shit.
Yeah, the wine coolers, I think they're called.
No, the wine coolers are stronger than the fucking White Claws.
Okay.
The wine coolers are the original that you would, the girls would take, to the beach after school.
Yeah.
Little kickbacks, so.
Yeah, they're more about the White Claws and
right
now.
I don't know why, dude.
Well, it's their low alcohol percentage. Yeah, it's a girl's drink.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a girl's drink, dude. I mean, and then it's just this thing with this college fucking like, you got these fucking pussies, drinking like shotgunning White Claws.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Shotgun a beer. Don't shotgun the fucking White Claw.
Yeah, shotgun a beer with a fucking 5-6% fucking liquor content, dude.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking pussy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but this shit is influenced with this fucking this culture of like sorority frat life.
Yes.
And it's like, what the fuck are these kids doing?
Yeah.
Like you got these 18, 19-year-old kids coming into college life thinking they're fucking cool and this and that, and it's like you're not cool because you don't know anything about whiskey, you don't know anything about tequila. You just shoot it until you're fucked up, and then you blast the fuck out, and now you get charged with a rape 10 years later, right?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is,
careful with that, man. We might get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking cancel culture bullshit, dude. It's like, what the fuck, dude? But that's the thing. The alcohol industry takes zero responsibility.
Same thing with the with the tobacco too. There were at some point same thing with tobacco.
Dude, ATF, brother. Alcohol, tobacco, firearms.
There you go.
I mean, these institutions, these administrations are designed. Everything's like a fucking cycle, right? You have the law enforcement that's literally designed around the activity.
For sure.
It's like the activity influences the law enforcement.
For sure.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking ATF, DEA, drug enforcement. Like, what the fuck are you guys? Like, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing,
That's what happened to me one time when I actually tried marijuana for the first time.
Okay.
Because my brother, he's a smoker.
So you recall that experience?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
The first time you smoked?
Yeah. It was my brother. Because he's a smoker till this day.
Was this your drug dealer brother?
Yeah, some drug dealer brother.
He was dealing dope, right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, for sure. Weed, yeah. So,
how old were you?
I think I was like 18, 17, 18.
Oh, wow, that's late, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude, yeah. But like I said, dude, I was into like school stuff. You know?
Okay.
I had like after school programs, and yeah, so we go to my brother's house because at that time he moved out with his baby mama, so he was out living with her, and yeah, so it was my brother, some other friends, and myself, and it was actually we could say Angelique's brother.
Okay.
You know,
so
he's
Martin?
there too. Martin.
Okay.
So I'm here trying to be cool as fuck, because I'm the tough guy, and I take big puffs, and we're playing PlayStation.
What are you guys smoking? A joint?
Nah, out of the bomb.
The bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Yeah, man.
That's a big.
So like
hit.
I said, I took a few big hits.
So you ripped the bomb a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were ripped the fuck
out. Oh, dude. So we're playing this racing game, and it starts, and I remember that I'm just stuck.
You got stoned.
I got stoned big time, and out of nowhere, dude, I just fucking laid back. I just black out.
Oh shit.
So everybody panics because they're like, "What the fuck's wrong with this fool?" And next thing you know, I feel all wet. My brother got water and he threw it at me because, like I said, they're all panicking because I black out.
Right.
And next thing you know, like I feel from what my brother told me, everybody told me like a few hours later that my brother was hitting me. I wasn't reacting. He was slapping me back and forth. And yeah, I was just stuck. Until a few hours later it passed, and but I took some big hits.
A few big
rips
of the
yeah,
bong.
man.
Yeah, the bong will fuck you up.
Yeah. But I'm here trying to be the cool guy, I'm here trying to show off, and my brother's like, nah, dude, like, relax. I'm like, nah, man, I got this.
I strongly feel bad for people that essentially fall victim to addiction.
I have a good friend of mine. He used to be a known graffiti artist back in the day.
Graffiti artists are hardcore.
Yeah, he was good. He was up there. He was known in the streets in the graffiti world as one of the top guys that he'll do his one of a kind pieces on the walls, the streets of LA.
This is a guy from South LA.
Yeah, he's actually he lives around the block from where I live.
So Hispanic dude?
Yeah, and because he hit those heavy drugs, fucked up his whole mindset. Like he's not normal in the head anymore.
So he's not normal in the sense of when he's sober.
Yeah.
When he's sober, he can't function.
Yeah, because the I don't know if he did. I don't know what type of heavy drug he did, but I know it fucked him up. He's not there. He's there, but he's not there.
Now, does he become a different person when he's high?
He doesn't do anything like that.
Okay, so he's just cold stone.
It fucked up his mind. Like he's not like a normal person like you and I.
In the sense that he can't have like a conversation.
Yeah, he's kind of like he I don't want to. He's like mentally challenged.
Sure, I mean he's fucked up.
Yeah,
he's fucked up. Yeah,
like he.
And what was he doing? Was he doing heroin?
I know he was doing something heavy.
Okay.
I could be a psychedelic, but.
Yeah, because there's a large spectrum of when you look at drugs, right? Mm-hmm. There is pills, mm-hmm. There's heroin, mm-hmm. meth, shrooms. I mean, all essentially ecstasy, right?
Yeah.
There's a large spectrum of psychedelic enhancing drugs that someone could essentially fall victim to, yeah. And yeah, it's kind of fucking crazy when they essentially just stop.
Yeah.
And don't know how to connect, sobriety.
Yeah.
To just life.
For sure.
Yeah. That's wild. Are you a Bigfoot fan?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You follow the stories and all that?
Yeah, dude. I seen the shows like what is it? Finding Bigfoot. I love that show.
Have you followed like the science and this and that behind it?
Well, this one documentary is coming out tomorrow. Apparently, the people around the area, that is melting.
It's melted as fuck.
Chocolate.
Melted as it looks like a pile of shit.
I was gonna say that right now.
I wasn't gonna say anything either, but I'm glad you noticed it. It's a pile of fucking shit, dude. Look at
it. Jordan, looks like the shit right here.
Oh yeah.
And Jordan is Eric's beautiful American bulldog or pit bull.
Yeah, he's an American red-nosed pit bull.
American red-nosed pit bull. Nice.
And that does very much resemble his shit.
That's funny, dude.
But so you're a fan of Bigfoot? What are your thoughts on Bigfoot?
I would love to go to the area where people have gone. I've seen videos of people being chased by Bigfoot, hearing the sounds of the calling, of warning people don't get near here.
Do you believe Bigfoot exists?
From what I've seen, actual pictures, video, I hope he does. I hope there's a society of Bigfoots.
Okay, but my question was, do you believe he exists?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you believe there's Bigfoot?
I believe there's a Bigfoot.
On Earth.
I believe there's a Bigfoot.
Now, is there a possibility that the videos that you've seen that lead you to your opinion about Bigfoot are doctored, are kind of not real?
It's from actual people being in the woods.
Yeah, I understand, but you know that videos can be altered.
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure. Don't get me wrong, but.
So do you believe that there might be some of that going on?
Probably to this day, yeah, for sure. You know.
Does that change your perception?
Nah, I would still be curious to actually. I would love to go and experience.
To go where? To go in the woods?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the dark, but I will be willing. If I were to take the right equipment with me, I'll be willing to go.
Right, but so these sightings and video and essentially evidence
for sure
of Bigfoot, have you sort of tried to, in a way, kind of map it out to see if there's some type of pattern?
No, I haven't done my own research, but I would be curious to just go.
Would you say that your opinions and beliefs on Bigfoot are kind of biased to what you've seen on the internet?
Probably.
And that's okay, because, you know, these days it's hard to tell kind of what is and isn't real.
For sure. But I, me personally, I would love to go and experience that on my own. Or not actually on my own, but with people that are willing to go with me to go.
Yeah, of course. I mean, to go out there alone is kind of crazy. But
yeah.
Your objective idea and belief of Bigfoot is real? You believe Bigfoot does exist?
Yeah, I believe he exists.
What is Bigfoot to you? What do you think Bigfoot is?
Like a big hairy.
A big hairy mammal?
Pretty much.
Like that stands on 2 feet, walks around, and
he's a very territorial creature.
Okay, well, we all are, but
yeah.
In the sense of Bigfoot, the name itself, Bigfoot, it's essentially a mammal with a footprint that's larger than an average human's.
For sure.
Okay. So you can almost fit that category, fit gorillas in that category.
For sure, yeah.
What have you ever thought about the idea of the difference between a gorilla-like creature and Bigfoot? Because that's the thing to me is like, okay, people think Bigfoot exists. Okay, fine. What is Bigfoot? Right? What is this thing? What makes this thing so uniquely different from any other animal or mammal? For sure. I should say like a gorilla. Because gorillas stand on 2 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about essentially nicknamed Sasquatch.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably close to 7 feet tall, hairy.
Mm-hmm. It's like a version of Chewbacca.
Chewbacca,
That's
right? Perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's why I'm not very, in reference to AI, I mean, that's where we're going. But AI is very interesting in that aspect.
Yeah, artificial intelligence is something else,
dude. Dude, it's crazy. But I got really off topic. You were talking about muscle cars and shit like that?
Yeah,
I like that shit.
Well, it was just that when I was into the underground party scene, back to that, nitrous oxide is any for performance.
So you were in the Fast and Furious?
No. This was way before.
Were you ever involved in like the underground drag racing scene?
Yeah, I actually had a 1991 Nissan 240 SX.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was my baby.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
What is it? Was it souped up?
It was a sleeper.
Did you race?
I was into the underground racing scene.
You raced for cash?
Nah, it was just a hobby of mine. I didn't race for nothing like that. It was just, if you want to race, let's race.
Did you crash it?
No, I actually got robbed at gunpoint.
Oh, somebody stole your shit.
4 cars, 4 Integras, boxed me into the 4 Integras boxed me in. So one in the front, rear, left, and right.
No way.
And
where were you?
I was in Ontario. I was going back home after dropping off a friend.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I was known because of my car.
Okay, so 4 Integras box you in. Are you on the highway or on the street?
I'm waiting to go into the highway.
Okay. What highway? 710 or what?
It's from Ontario. Damn, which one?
So you were on the 60 then?
It's a 60, yes.
Okay.
So this is like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Jesus.
Ready to go back home.
Dude, 4 Integras, that's the real life Fast and Furious right there.
Yeah, dude. Son. So from all the passengers, all came out with guns. At that time, I had my gun.
So they box you in, they slow you down to a stop.
No, I was at the stop waiting for the light to change.
You were at the stop light, okay.
And then they just came out of nowhere.
And boxed you in.
Boxed me in.
They jump out with guns.
And
you have a gun on you in the car.
And I had my gun under my seat, but I'm like, I'm not gonna go 4 guns.
Yeah, of course.
Against 1.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So I was like, all right, I'll get out. And I actually told them, I was like, you know what? I have my gun in there. It's registered.
Yeah.
I was like, can I take it with me? But I'll leave the clip in there. And they're like, okay. I was like, you can do whatever you guys want with the car.
They wanted your car.
They wanted the car because, like I said, it's a sleeper.
Okay.
One of a kind. The engine was.
So it was a sleeper. So how did they know that it had value?
Well, probably because they've been to the races, watching me.
Was it
watching
loud?
The car.
Was your car loud?
Only if I step on the gas. Yes.
Okay.
It was straight pipe.
So either way, it was a 240. It was a 240 Nissan.
Yeah.
And
which everybody wanted back then.
It's a hot car.
Yeah, it wasn't an S13, S14, which is a Sylvia, which is a newer model from like 1991 and up.
What year was yours?
Well, my bad. It was a 91, but the Sylvia conversion to the 94 and up. Sylvia conversion. So mine was like the hatchback, the 2-seater.
So, okay, so either way, it was a badass car. So they box you in. You tell them, "Can I take my gun?" And they said, "Okay."
Yeah, and I was like, "You guys take the car if you guys want." I was like, "But I just want the gun."
So you step out.
I step out, and they actually let me. One of the guys grabbed the gun for me. I told him where it was. He gave it to me, and I was like, they took off with the car.
That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild shit, dude.
And then I called my friend that I just recently dropped off, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I need you to come pick me up." He's like, "Why? What happened?" I was like, "I just got robbed at gunpoint for the car." He's like, "Really?"
That's crazy.
He's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, I just got robbed right now."
That's fucking wild, dude.
So
what were the guys wearing? Ski masks or what?
No, they were just
Asians.
No, they were just regular dudes. Hispanics.
Wow.
It was
I would have expected them to be Asian.
Yeah, nah, it was just dudes that are, I guess, either run from the area or just they.
Did their cars, their Integras, look uniformed, or
it was just random? They just didn't have no place.
All types of colors.
Yeah, all types of colors.
Just all Integras.
Mm-hmm. All Integras.
So a crew of guys that drive Integras, Hispanic dudes, they go around robbing motherfuckers of their cars.
Yeah.
And they saw you.
And they were like, we recognize this 240.
Did they have neons under the car?
Nah.
Okay.
It wasn't too Fast and the Furious.
So, well, it's the closest thing.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah,
for sure. We're talking reality from Hollywood, baby, right? So, these guys roll up on you in Integras, box you the fuck in, and tell you get out, give you your gun, they take off of your car.
Yep.
Wow.
And about 5 months later, I get a call from the police because I ended up making a report.
Yeah.
I ended up making a report, and 5 months later they found it in Chino.
Wow. And they found your car?
In Chino.
Well, so I don't understand. What was the intention of these guys stealing your car?
Well, they stripped it.
Okay, so there was no engine.
Nothing.
There was nothing.
It was just the body.
They just wanted the engine.
Yeah. I mean, I had the engine hooked up. I had basic, not stock rims, but I had racing rims.
So the wheels.
The wheels, I spent about $3,000.
But when they found, that's a lot. When they found the car, it was stripped. It had no wheels, no engine, no exhaust,
no doors, nothing. It was
doors.
It was just a frame.
Oh wow.
Just a frame.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
But what mattered was the engine, because the engine that was.
So they came up on a big score.
Oh yeah.
When they took your shit.
I took me and my 3 friends, we worked on that engine.
How long did you have the car before they stole it?
A year.
It's a decent amount of time.
It was a decent amount of time.
Not long enough. Yeah.
Not long enough.
That's a sad story.
I was known in the underground racing scene.
So you raced guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were a racer.
Guys, but like I said, like you said before, it wasn't for money. It wasn't for being slave. It was just a hobby of mine.
Okay, so you got a lot of just takers, man. People that take for themselves. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So. What are your thoughts on COVID-19?
I'm alright, dude.
Were you scared when it first went down?
I was more, not scared, but I was concerned for my mom.
Okay.
Because she's a type 2 diabetic.
That's concern, yeah. And were you concerned for yourself because of your weight?
Nah. My concern was my mom.
Yeah.
I'm the type that I prefer. I'm more concerned about her than myself.
When it first came out, did you kind of take it upon yourself to do a little bit of more research, or you kind of just went by what people were saying?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, because I don't really recall you being really kind of, I don't know, scared or anything about it. I'm not gonna lie, dude. When it first went down, I kind of had this idea like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Are we every time we step out of I had this idea in my head like, dude, every time you step out of your house, you're susceptible to getting this virus.
Yeah.
And now.
I mean, it was there, but I wasn't really focusing on it, But the idea was there.
Well, Karen, my girlfriend at the time, she has underlying conditions. So for me, it was kind of a big deal that if she gets it, she could have the possibility of not like surviving from it.
Oh shit!
So it was a big deal. It was a big deal, dude, and I was really kind of scared of it, and I kind of had this idea like, oh my god, every time I go out, I was driving Uber, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, oh my god, do I have to wipe my keys down before I go in the house? Do I have to change my clothes? Because there was people doing these
big
things.
Big time.
So that lasted like 2 days. And then I quickly got over the idea, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. But
the one that was more paranoid was my brother, the drug dealer. He was more paranoid.
Well, dealing drugs is a very interactive business.
No, well, because he worked, he was a manager at a dealership. So
that's interactive as well.
Yeah, so he would literally take his shoes before he steps in the house. Go straight into the shower. Yeah. I'm more exposed than what he was. But you were
more vulnerable.
Yeah. But with me, luckily, we have access to in the shower at the hotel. So I would take showers in the hotel. Take extra clothes.
Before you went home.
Before I went home.
It's like
I'm over it.
The thing is that people's immune system, works in the sense that it has to be exposed.
Yeah, it has to be exposed.
It has to be exposed in order to learn and fight the diseases and bacteria that are existent.
We'll give you a better example. People need to watch The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah. The Walking Dead. Well, talking about
the zombie apocalypse.
Talking about zombie apocalypse. Have you seen World War Z?
Oh, I love that movie, dude.
Dude,
I love that movie.
In my personal opinion, that's probably the best rendition of a zombie apocalypse.
Oh yeah. Okay. Even 28 days later.
That's a good one too. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a virus that affects humans in a way that is violent.
Yeah.
And essentially very hard to combat.
For
right?
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
You think about a virus that hits humans in a sense of like a rabies virus.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It just completely eats your brain, makes you very violent.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're killing and just eating and ripping other human beings
apart.
For
sure.
I mean, that is a zombie fucking apocalypse. So, COVID-19 is nothing near to that extent. Nothing to that extent. And it's kind of crazy how the politicians and health departments have essentially, treated this virus as something like that.
Yeah. For sure.
It's fucking mind-blowing, man.
It's
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Have you heard that there's going to be another pandemic in 2023?
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah, I told you about it, yeah. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. So, I don't know where we're going, as far as humanity is concerned.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Big time.
Very scary. And I don't know. I just I hope that things become better,
I mean, if it happens, everybody get ready to save up those toilet papers. Don't panic,
because
Amazon has them.
God forbid you don't have toilet paper to wipe your ass when there is a zombie apocalypse.
You might need to buy a bidet.
Yeah, you might need to learn how to wipe your ass with your hands. And wash your hands on a water hose.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. Anyways. Okay, man. Well, listen, we're almost 3 hours of this
3 hours.
Fucking, we've had a good time drinking.
For sure.
The IPAs, we've talked about a bunch of different fucking things. This has been amazing, dude. Honestly.
Oh, likewise, man.
Again, you're the first on the podcast. This has been
the first Mexican privilege being on the podcast.
Exactly. So
first guest.
Exactly. So the minority in the house.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what's up, dude. Again, Thanks for coming. Maybe we'll have you on again.
For sure, man.
I appreciate your insight and your stories, brother.
For sure, man.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right. Appreciate it.
For sure.
Thanks, guys. Take care. All right, man. That's it. Wow. 3 hours, huh?